course, y'all can see the promo lighting up already. That's Apex. So before we get deep into it, y'all go check out Apex. They have Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And also, if you use promo code YO, that's Y000, it's gonna get you up to 30% off. So make sure that y'all go tap in. Yeah. So make sure that y'all go tap in. Use that promo code. Get your 30% off. And let them know that TSM Rapper sent you. We got some special going on today. Shout out to Matthew for coming through. I've been seeing the support lately. And I'm going to
Thank you for joining.
yeah, and I'm going to let Fanny elaborate on what we got going on.
Before we get to that, I want to say shout out to the replay gang, Cloud Watchers, and everyone joining the chat. Thank you all for joining the Rapper and Manager podcast tonight. You could be anywhere, but you decided to join us. So thank you so much. We have a special treat. We have a special guest, my favorite person, the beautiful Miss Senorita. If you don't know who Senorita is, she did a couple of songs with TSM. Mary Had a Little Lamb and Old McDonald. And I'm going to be interviewing this beautiful young lady. So if you could show her some love by giving some pink hearts in the chat. Yes, I said pink because that's her favorite color. She's excited. She's a little nervous, but she's going to do it. Are you ready, Senorita, to do this?
Yes.
Can you guys, if you guys can hear her in the chat, TSM, can you hear her?
Absolutely, the audio is great.
Okay. You ready, Senorita?
Yes.
Introduce yourself to people over here.
Okay. Okay. Hi, my name is Senorita. I love I love pink and I am 9.5 years old and and my favorite animal is dogs.
Y'all hear that? She's 9.5 years old. Her favorite color is pink. And she, what else did you say?
I said I love dogs.
And she loves dogs. So let's get started with this interview. So, Senorita, you did a collab with TSM on Mary Had a Little Lamb and Old McDonald.
Yes.
Can you tell us how that came to pass? How did you do that? What happened?
I was thinking it in my head, and then I just found that you were doing it, so I asked Miss Fanny to if I can get on it, and then she said yes, and then we recorded it and we sent it to TSM.
Were you excited to do it?
Yes.
How many takes did it take you to do Old McDonald? How many times did it take for you to do it?
3.
It took you 3 times. Were you nervous?
Yes.
Why were you nervous?
Because I was scared that I would mess up.
You were scared you would mess up?
Yes.
Were you concerned that TSM wouldn't like it?
Yes.
Why?
Because I just thought he wouldn't like it.
Did you hear her? She was worried that you wouldn't like it.
No, I absolutely loved it, and it's crazy because she said that only took her 3 takes. She did better than me. It took me like 7 takes. So she's a master at that art.
Uh-oh. It took him 7 times. So when you did it and you heard his verse on there, how did you feel?
I felt nervous but excited too, but mostly excited.
Why were you mostly excited?
Because
Because what? Why were you so excited?
it was it was my second time singing a song that he has made.
Okay, what was the first time?
The first time was Mary Had a Little Lamb.
So, is that the same way you did Mary Had a Little Lamb?
Yes.
Were you excited? Which song do you like best?
I like Old McDonald.
Why you like Old McDonald?
Thank
Because
you, Uncle Bill, for coming.
I like it because it just sounds so great.
Do you like your verse or do you like TSM verse?
TSM's verse.
Oh, she like your verse better.
Well, I think she made the whole song, so I like I like her voice better on there. I think it wouldn't have sounded the same if she wasn't on there.
Okay, so you mentioned TSM. Can you tell me what's your favorite TSM song and why?
Red Roses.
Why do you like Red Roses?
I like it I like it because I just like it. It's a great song.
I think it's a great song too. I really do. Is there any questions you want to ask TSM while you're here?
Um,
Don't be nervous. He's right here. This is your opportunity to ask. Don't be
I
nervous.
can't think of a question.
You can think of a question.
Yeah.
Would you want to do another song?
Yes.
If you had any opportunity to do another song, what song would that be?
Uh, I don't know. Um, I don't really know. There's a lot of sides that I could be on.
Like what?
Hmm. Well, I can't. There's so many opportunities that I can't even think of one.
You can think of one?
You know.
Oh, so how do you feel about that, TSM? She said there's many opportunities for her.
I feel like SpongeBob would be a nice cartoonish song we both could do. I love SpongeBob, and I was thinking about making another SpongeBob song.
Ooh.
Would you be interested in doing a collab with SpongeBob?
Yes.
She said she ready to go, TSM. She said she down for it.
We'll
SpongeBob is
get that done.
actually fun now.
This is we
She
are
said,
in case y'all don't know, we are interviewing a lovely young lady by the name of Senorita. If y'all not familiar with her, she's done Mary Had a Little Lamb, am I correct? And what other song was that she's done? Because the girl is a star. She's done so many songs. I'm starting to lose track.
oh, she wanted me to remind you that you did an interview with her before, so she's not
Yeah,
shy. She's a professional over here.
I
She's
did it a year ago.
she said she did an interview with you a year ago. Do you remember?
I remember that, but she is definitely smart. I wouldn't have known it was like a whole year ago. So that
Yeah,
that's
she said it was a year. Do you
that's a
remember
little.
what the interview was about?
It was about what our favorite color was. Just like basic questions.
Just basic questions.
Yeah, and I have my sister with me too.
Okay. Who's your sister?
Uh, my sister is Momo.
Yep, that's your sister, Momo. Are you sure there is any questions that you want to ask TSM? Or are you just nervous a little bit? You're not nervous? Okay. Well, TSM, she says she's ready to do an original collab song with you. What are your thoughts about that? Or is there any questions you would like to ask Senorita yourself?
That's actually gonna be great. I cannot wait to do it. Like I said, it's gonna be SpongeBob. It's gonna be very fun, and I'm going to animate a video just like I've done with the Bree video, and I want her to pick what type of outfit she wants to have on, so I can generate that outfit and make it as nice as possible.
He said he's gonna generate a song that he did like for Bree Bree. I know you don't know who she is, but he talks about how beautiful she is, and he said, "What type of outfit would you like to wear?"
I want to wear pink, sparkly
We
pink.
don't. It's gonna be SpongeBob. It's gonna be SpongeBob related. So we're gonna be in Bikini Bottom wherever we're at.
With this shirt with blue with white stripes and a pink overall all dress.
He said it has to be related to SpongeBob, baby.
No, no,
What
it
Okay.
would you
doesn't.
like?
I'm just letting her know the setting. She can have on whatever she wants to have on. That's why I'm asking her to explain the outfit so that I can generate the outfit exactly how she wanted.
A white
Well,
shirt.
she said she would like to have a pink sparkly dress with blue with what?
No. I did. I
Okay, speak up
changed
so you can
it.
hear it.
I changed it, Mimi. I said I like to wear wear a blue and white striped shirt with a overall a short overall dress with pink on it, which is all pink, and
There you go.
a duck in the middle.
A duck. She said she wants to, did you get all of that?
I'm sure we'll get it later, but you know that's the great thing about AI and the great thing about us training for AI is that we can generate anything we want to exactly how we want to. So we can turn her dream into real life.
She's over here freaking out. You better make sure you put that duck in the middle because she said she want a duck.
Got to,
Hey
got to.
Ashley.
Thank you
A
for coming in.
small baby duck.
She said she want a small baby duck. Uncle Bill had a question. Let me see what his question was.
Yes, it's still $ TSM Entertainment.
Hey Bree Bree, welcome in. Hey Paulette, thank you for coming.
Hey, Paulette, let me go ahead and mod you up now.
And once again, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. Shout out to the Cloud Watchers and the Replay Gang as well. We thank each and every one of you guys for joining us. We really appreciate each and every one of you coming. And if you're not up to date, I am interviewing the lovely 9.5-year-old Senorita who was on 2 songs with TSM, Old McDonald and Mary Had a Little Lamb. And we're
And we are
discussing.
gonna be doing SpongeBob. Thanks to the lovely manager here. She makes these things happen. A lot of time y'all see the ideas and y'all be like, TSM, you did that. And I'm like, no, I did it, but somebody else brought it to me. And I just want to just throw that out there while y'all listening to it, because y'all gonna see a project come out of this. And the animated video I did with Bree, I've been trying to get Fanny to help me do those type of videos, and so I've got a lot of feedback on Reverb Nation from the kids, and they want to see more of those type of videos. The next one definitely gonna be the SpongeBob, but the song is gonna be me featuring the young lady who's being aired now, who's being interviewed now. So y'all pay attention because she's very smart, and she's very specific. And maybe y'all can get a little bit of what might come out of this song slash video. She just stated what she wants to wear in the video, and Fanny is gonna make that happen. We're gonna make it happen, and so this is gonna be a great opportunity. So I hope y'all enjoying the interview, and I really thank y'all for hitting the thumbs up. What they say on the news anchor, back to you, Fanny.
And shout out to Reverb Nation for always giving, showing love and support, and always asking great questions. I just want to say thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate it. I don't really get this opportunity to interview children, so I am honored to have Miss Senorita here because she's booked and busy. She's booked and busy over here, so it is an honor to interview Miss Ladybug over here. So,
Hey, yeah. So
Senorita,
shout out to her. Shout out to her. I gotta let her know this too, because people be watching and they be like, why don't? Because people have questions. Why don't you try to get your kids? I've tried, people. Trust me. There is nothing more than a father or a mother in entertainment is trying to teach their kids the same thing they do. And I try to put this on my kids, but they're not mind stable enough to want to do this. They want to actually be physically out doing something, football, or jumping on the trampoline. So shout out to young ladies who can take their time, and the young men who can take their time, like Senorita and Momo, that can come and just let the world of other kids know what they're about and who they are and some of the things they like. Shout out to you, Senorita. Great interview. Keep it going.
hey, Sissy Helen. Um, you want to say hi? You can say hi to Auntie Helen.
Hi, Auntie Helen.
um, now,
Hey,
Senorita,
Helen.
you show interest in doing more music with TSM. Why TSM in particular? Why you want to do music with him?
Because he's a great rapper.
You heard that, TSM. Did you hear what she said?
Yes, I did. I really appreciate that. I really do. That really means a lot to me. Thank you for putting a smile on my face.
And she said her favorite TSM song is Red Roses. That's what
Now
her
that was
favorite song.
shocking. That was shocking. That was a shocking answer for me because I would think, the kiddos would pay attention to the other type of song. And see, good thing that when I do songs like that, that it's all clean. It's all related for like a whole family to listen to it. And it's just all clean and PG for the kids. And so, I'm glad to receive that recognition from somebody. Her.
Oh, she said she loved you too, Auntie Helen. Her Auntie Helen don't enter the building now. She nervous. So, Senorita, can you tell me, out of all the TSM rapper songs that you've heard, and you've heard quite a bit of them, why is Red Roses your favorite one?
Didn't you ask me that though?
For the people, it's new people that came in.
Oh, okay.
For the new people that coming in, why is Red Roses your favorite TSM song?
Because I like it, and because I just like it. I love it.
She love it. There you go. You heard her,
And the
guys.
song, the song is self-spoken. It's meant to make somebody, feel good, or just meant to make them. Of course, the lyrics is she's looking down, so I brought her red roses, and it's meant to cheer people up and make them love it. So, perfect answer. I love it too, and I have no reason I love it. Love it. She is slaying this interview, by the way. Fanny, did you coach her before you get on her?
Yeah, a little bit. A little
Okay,
bit.
because
She
she
was
is
nervous a
slaying
little
it.
bit. Say thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anything that you want to let the people know? Because this is your audience. This is all about you, beautiful. Is there anything that you want the people to know about you?
I don't know.
Don't be nervous.
I don't know.
How is school going? Since the
The
school year started, how is school going?
it's going good. The setup is a bit complicated, but it's good.
Can you tell people what's your favorite subject and why?
Oh,
She said all of it.
I love the skills arcade.
You like the skill arcade?
Yeah, you have to answer questions to get coins to play games. And there's this game called Snuggle Pet where you have to take care of your pet, and you have a timer for a minute exactly, and then you're supposed to take him on walks, feed him, and do everything like you would with a dog in real life, and play fetch with him.
Well, I want you guys to know that Senorita is in the 4th grade, but she's reading at a 6th grade level. So she's an excellent reader. She's not reading like regular books or anything like that. She is reading novels, and she is a fabulous reader. She's been reading at a higher level even since she was in kindergarten. So I'm very, very proud of her. She's an excellent reader. And I am looking forward to see what's coming next with Miss Ladybug over here.
First ever sentence was good morning.
Yep, it was. That was the first sentence that you ever wrote. Auntie Helen said, "Congratulations."
Thank you.
Is there any questions you want to ask TSM? You need to ask him some questions, baby. Don't be nervous.
I don't know. I am nervous and I don't know.
TSM, she's nervous to ask you some questions. Why are you nervous?
I got a question. What is your favorite cartoon?
My favorite cartoon is, well, I have a lot of favorite cartoons.
Just name one.
What's one
SpongeBob.
of them?
Say it again so he can hear you.
SpongeBob.
Okay, cool. We're gonna have a great
Who's
time
your
creating this
favorite
Mm, Um, my favorite character is Mr. Krabs.
I'm surprised by that. I'm really shocked by that. I like
I'm not.
Sandy Cheeks.
I like Squidward. I like Squidward.
He said he likes Squidward.
I like Squidward too. Mr. Krabs is my favorite.
Why is he your favorite?
Hmm?
Why is he your favorite?
Cause I just like when I don't know what I'm talking about
She
right
said,
now.
I like
it's okay.
I like the episode, Senorita, where I like the episode where he's going on a date with Mrs. Puff, and he's trying to get SpongeBob to save his money, and he's just keep running to SpongeBob saying, "Hey, SpongeBob, Mrs. Puff need a new hat. I need this out my bank account." And every time SpongeBob would get it, Mr. Krabs goes, "SpongeBob, me boy, you're spending all me money." And at the end, SpongeBob was,
Whoa! You sounded just like him. You threw us off like what? You sounded just like him. Oh my God. You
but
sounded
yeah,
just like right, Helen. Oh my gosh. Hey, sis, Dare to Search. Thank you for joining us. You sounded just like him. You threw us off with that one.
but that's my
You sound
one of my
like
favorite.
him.
I don't even think that was him anymore. I think that was just Mr. Krabs coming in real life.
You could have warned us with listen, we did not know that was gonna happen. But I'm glad you did that because I'm like, whoa, where did that come? Only people with children would understand.
Yeah,
Wow, that's crazy. She
I
said
mean,
he
you won't
did.
believe it.
You sounded just
I
like him.
like 2 years ago, because 2 years ago I think I was watching an episode, and I repeated a line off of that whatever episode it was, and so the kids was like, you should do a rap song in the Mr. Krabs voice, and I did that like 2 years ago. I forgot whatever happened to that, but yeah, that's when I first learned how to do that thing, I guess.
Man, you sounded just like him. I swear you did. I was just like, wait a minute. Whoa. We was over here freaking out. Like she was over here like, wait a minute. I didn't know that Mr. Crab was going to be a part of this interview. Did you enjoy that part?
Yeah.
If you Tism, is there any other characters that you can emulate off of SpongeBob?
um, nah, not really, because my voice done got too harsh for that. But I used to be able to.
So, Senorita, we at the 20, almost 23-minute mark. Is there anything you want to tell about any of the little girls, little boys, that if they wanted to do a collab with their favorite rapper, what advice would you give them?
Um, I would tell them to practice first, and then you can do the actual thing and send it to TSM's way.
Did you hear what she said?
Absolutely, that's some great advice right there.
It's important for you to practice in case you mess up and you don't have to keep doing it repeatedly.
Thank you,
Absolutely.
Sissy. Thank you so much. So your advice would be practice makes perfect.
Yes.
So once again, I want to say thank you to everybody who joined us tonight for the lovely interview of Miss Senorita. Thank you for coming, baby girls. Anything that you want to say in closing, like a prayer that you want to say to everyone?
Mm, okay.
You guys ready? She's going to pray for us. Go ahead.
Father God, I pray all these wonderful and lovely people get blessed with all they prayed for, and I pray they have sweet dreams tonight, and I pray that every last of you guys are safe, Father God. And Father God, I pray that everyone has a great night's sleep, no interruptions, and they wake up in the morning refreshed and start their day tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Amen. Thank you so much. You did a great job. I'm so proud of you.
Thank
You
you.
did a great job. You are an excellent interview. I'm so proud of you. I'm so honored because I know you are booked and busy. And thank you for taking time out to join us. I really appreciate you being here.
Thank you. Thank you, Auntie Helen and Miss Dare to Search.
And you forgetting somebody else.
And Mr. TSM.
You are so welcome. Thank you.
You're all welcome.
Oh, you so sweet.
Thank you.
Tim, how do you feel about the interview?
I think it went well. It went way better than I thought it would go. Great coaching by you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, mamas.
You're welcome.
I love you.
I love you too.
Okay, are you guys ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? If you're ready, put a thumbs up in the chat. And before you do any of that, show some pink hearts in the chat for the lovely senorita before she exits. Because her favorite color is pink. So show her some love, if you will, with some pink hearts in the chat. And trust me, she's watching the chat. So please make sure that you show her some love before she exits. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Auntie Helen gave you some pink hearts.
Thank you so much.
Good night, baby.
Good night.
Okay, for the next part of this podcast, if you guys don't know, the man of the hour. The man of the hour just keeps on doing things that's just whew, tears him. What can we say? What can we say about this man? If you don't know what man I'm talking about the president, Mr. Donald J. Trump. What can we say? What can we say as American citizens? What can we say before I show y'all this clip?
Well, first we got to, yo. I'm gonna be clear as I can. We had to blame the people that put him in office in the first place. We gotta blame those people. They knew what he's like. I mean, he's like a pet that you don't know what you don't know what the hell this pet have been through. You know, it can go either way. And so they need to continue to love on their pet because they didn't brought him into the house. They knew that pet had some kind of issues going on. Not everybody can fix it. But they put him in
They're the
office.
suspect board. Man, this man just like I don't even know what to say at this point. I'm just like
I'm
every
not.
time
I'm
when
not. I'm not even a political guy, and I know that this man has been in a bunch of mess. He's just been in a bunch of mess, and this is like soon it's gonna be us. It's gonna be us because he's responsible for everybody, and he gonna have the whole country in a crap hole. But I
it's a
digress.
whole
I
lot
digress,
of
and I'm gonna listen to what you got to say.
okay, I don't know. I got this off of Instagram. And yes, Helen, messy boots. And it's just like, this man is really running this country. Like, what are people thinking? But anyway, I'm not going to give you guys my opinion until after you guys see this video. So let me switch the camera around so you guys can see.
Disclosure: we do not own this current footage. We are reacting to it. And so yes, fair use copyrights. We have the rights to react to this. So let's go.
Also lie to you? Since you come from an immigrant family and reportedly have 34 offenses, shouldn't you deport yourself? Trump exploded in anger. Right here. Don't disrespect me. It's a very stupid question. You have no idea what you're talking about. Share this video before it gets taken down.
Don't ask me questions.
So with that video, they're talking about Donald Trump did like a little press conference earlier today, and the question was asked to him. You're talking about deportation of illegal immigrants who commit crimes in this country. And the reporter stood up and asked him a question. And basically, the question that he was asked were, "You're an immigrant and you're a 4-time convicted felon. So are you going to deport yourself?" And that enraged him. And what you guys saw was his reaction and response to the reporter. So, what are you guys' thoughts about not only the question that was asked by the reporter, but also the response that was given by the president?
I'm not surprised that it's Donald Trump. What was he expecting? A nice response? I'm not surprised at the response at all. Sounds about right coming from him. And as far as the question, um, I- they do have the right to ask whatever question they want. Do I feel like the question was a related target to disrespect? No, I feel like the question was something in interest of the young man at hand who asked the question. So I just think it was just like a normal question. He overreacted, but once again, he's Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? I can kind of expect that reaction from him.
Yeah, and I just feel like as the president, you hold the highest office in this country. And I think it's very distasteful that when you ask people, and keep in mind, you have a whole PR team that should brief you on professionalism, how you answer questions that you don't necessarily agree with. Why is it that the name calling has to happen? Why does the happen? Why is the go-to always trying to humiliate and embarrass the person who asked the question? Because in my opinion, the reporter asked the journalist, I should say, asked a legitimate question. As an American voter, I would want that question to be answered, but I would want it to be answered in a professional way, not out of anger. Because keep in mind, this is the same person who's sending army troops in our cities. And it's just like you want to control those cities, but you can't control yourself. You can't even control your own temper. And it's just really distasteful, in my opinion, that if you ask somebody a question that you don't like, why do you automatically have to insult that person? Do you agree or disagree?
I definitely agree. Um, and I want to add that a lot of people don't understand. For me, I look at people's profile before I make certain decisions. And Donald Trump is a businessman. He was a millionaire first. And to sum it up, for me, he's an overstressed businessman in a suit that has to take the role of a president. And so, um, any businessman goes through a million problems a day, and you take one of them and give them an extra, give them way more problems than what was already on his sheet. It's a recipe for disaster. I think the positioning that he's in right now isn't fit for him. I feel like he's a great millionaire businessman, but as far as presidency, it's just not really fit for his mental profile. If that makes any sense.
But what do you have to say about professionalism? Isn't that something that you think the person with the highest office hold should be professional, regardless if they agree or disagree with questions being asked of them?
Absolutely, that should be the number one thing. Is professionalism, which is why I just said it's the mental. The mental comes first when it comes to taking big roles like this. Some people are not mentally prepared for it. How can you be professional when you mentally destroyed?
So you don't think that he was mentally prepared to run the highest office for the second time?
Nah, not at all. I mean, come on, look at the last talk, look at everything that he uh had to go through at the beginning of it. Stuff with the general situation and everything.
There, the search says there's no guardrails to say no to him. I agree. I really do agree. And it's so unfortunate that people under his stature are not held accountable. It's a lot of yes people around him because of fear of losing their jobs. But it's like American citizens losing their job at an all-time high. So I just feel like, as the person that hold the highest office in this country, why are you not being held to the same standards? Tiffany?
Politics, control, certain control and politics. That's gonna be the main two targets on our radar. It's politics and control. Who's gonna say no to him? Who's gonna tell him he's doing too much, or who's gonna tell him he's doing what he's not supposed to be on? Who's in the right position? Well, certain politics, certain placement. Certain people ain't in the right place to tell him. I'm talking whole careers destroyed just because he the president. A small letter from the president, a simple phone call from the president can have your whole career gone. You to where you can't even feed your family no more because you want to speak out against him. So politics is messing us up kind of too. You know what I'm saying?
Data Search says he has the whole top of government, and they are running it from and behind the scenes. In her opinion, I just feel like, as an American, you, you're voted into office. Your job is to work for the people, not against the people. And right now, from what I'm seeing, it's working against the people, with everything that's being changed and just totally taken apart in this country. It's like you're not working for the people, you're working against the people. And I never thought in my years being here old enough to vote that I would even experience any of this. It's like, is this real? Is this really happening?
The crazy part is he had people behind him who wasn't even behind him. You know what I'm saying? Like the rap community, he had a bunch of people that was deciding, okay, we're gonna give this man a chance.
And it's so unfortunate. And it's like, all those people, we're not gonna say no names, but we know who they are. They have turned their back on him as well. So what do you say about those people?
I mean, it was a money grab in the first place. So the back has already been turned. There's always been turned. It never was a partner thing. You know what I'm saying, or a trusted thing. It was just business, politics,
So
control.
how so how do you feel about people who are cool with, let's say, targeting a certain group of people, but as long as it don't knock on their door, they're cool with it. But the moment it start knocking on their door, it's a problem. Now it's an outrage. What are your thoughts and opinions about those groups of people?
Hypocritical. You know what I'm saying? Definitely self self cared about. These type of people don't care about other people's uh awareness or about only themselves. They only looking out for themselves, politicking for themselves. Once again, bring you to politics.
I just think it's sad and unfortunate that, as American citizens, that we can't stand for each other. But so many American citizens are falling for anything. And I just feel like, with everything that's going on in this country, why target your own people who voted you in office? Helen says only until it affects them. Exactly. 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 And I want
I
to say,
think there's
there's a, go ahead.
I think it's
I'm
so
sorry.
last I'd say last two presidents been so many laws that's been stripped from us, that's been taken from us. So much more control is happening. There's so many more politicians, and so much politics happening since the last two presidencies. And I say, some people say Barack didn't do a good job. He did what he could do, and that was like the last good run we had. And ever since that, it's just like it's been, and people blame it on the virus, but then again, the virus, was it a controlled thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, just pop out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's control. That's politics. I feel like the virus came just for these type of rules to be in place, just to have some of our rights stripped away, just so we can say, well, this country or that country don't have that much money that they need to build up. I feel like there's a lot of behind the scenes going on that don't nobody really know about right now. And I just feel like you know like I said, it's a lot of control going on that's scrutinizing America as a whole, starting out with the president.
I watch a lot of videos about what's going on in this country, and I had watched a video right before you and I had came on live about. I don't think he's the prime minister of Canada, but he's in Canada, and he let the American people know, due to the different things that the current president is doing, that they're going to be cutting off electricity to this country. And it's just because he's just not about to deal with our president on any level. He's like,
And
no.
I'm glad you said that because I was watching something too, and it taught me at that spare moment that we need. I'm not gonna say some people, but we all need to be more self prepared, more self aware. I don't know what state this was in where the food stamps like instantly got cut off, and you seen the people that was on food stamps. It was just like making videos saying like, "Yo, how am I supposed to live?" And it's like, "Yo, where did we get as people to where we really rely on the government to keep us living? What if all of that stuff was gone one day? In one instant, everything governmental was gone, and we had to realize on civilization. Like, have you ever
Yeah.
milked a cow? Like, and so I just want to put that awareness out there. Like, we cannot. There's no way. Don't rely on the government sources to keep you living, because for
Hmm.
one, that's controlled source. That's controlled source. People don't know they need us. Without us, what they have. They need to need them. They need for some people to need food stamps. You know how much money they making off of this stuff as a whole? And so I say, yo, listen, don't allow, don't allow the outside source to keep you living. That's what I'm saying. Just be self-aware, self-preservative, and rely on yourself and try to learn new things, just in case all of this stuff is go away one day.
Because that's basically what he's doing. He's changed not only food stamps, people with Medicare, Medicaid, people who are on government funding housing. But I just want to say this in regards to it, for all of that. Isn't the American people paying for their housing, their transportation, their health care as well? We're paying millions of dollars to fly them anywhere and everywhere for their parties, for their security, for their housing, and so for their children's and their children education. And it's like we can't have an equal partnership, because you got people in those positions like the elderly or the disabled who can't go out here and get a regular job. They can't afford to purchase a home. They need food stamps to eat. You know what I'm saying? They need those things. I'm not talking about the people who just sit home and just don't want to work, or they just use children as a means to an end. I'm not talking about those folks. I'm talking about the people who work the majority of their lives. They have retired,
Retired folks, elderly folks,
and they depending on those funds to add to what they're currently receiving. And it's just like, come on. Like, it's not fair when you see an elderly man or woman and they in a grocery store and they food stamp balance is $12 versus somebody who got a team of children and she's hundreds and hundreds of dollars and she ain't worked a day in her life.
yo, right. Let me stop you right there. I'm gonna share this story with you too, Fanny. And so there's this lady who went viral TikTok or Facebook. She was starting these classes teaching people how they can get food stamps, and she would
I
have the
know.
time I'm supposed to drop, and she'd call them like, yo, the food stamps hit at 12. Make sure you have everything in your cart at 12. And these people not knowing that they're stealing food stamps from other people who get it. So you got
Yeah.
moms with 7 babies go grocery shopping and they food stamp balance say 43 cents when they know damn well they done spent 343 food stamps. So you got this lady teaching people how to hack and Fanny, could you elaborate more on that?
Yeah, I forget what her name was, but she went viral. She was charging people $27. Basically, apparently, I didn't know anything about this. Apparently, there's a website that people who get EBT cards, snaps, whatever it's called in your state, um, they get food stamps. And when your food stamp hit at night, those numbers are pop. It'll because she showed where it'll show how many food stamps you get, when they're inactive, what your balance is, so on and so forth. So people paid this $27 to only find out it was illegal. Because basically you're stealing from people who get these benefits. This lady grossed $7,000, then came back and told these people it's not illegal for me to give you this information, but it's illegal for you to take this information and use it. So she's getting bashed, and when I tell you she don't care, she do not care. She do
Yo,
not care at all. She got her 7K and she gone with it. She do not care.
basically calling some of the customers stupid, like y'all the dumb ones. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so, yeah, it's just like those type of people that I'm speaking of that don't need these assistants because you feel me? It's like yo, because she was already receiving food stamps herself, and it was like yo, yeah, and so it's like yo, you don't need to rely on these assistants, young lady. You know what I'm saying? And so that's taken away from the elderly and you know what I'm saying? The moms that do have situations and things like that. And so it's a certain group that just don't need nothing because they take advantage. A lot of people take advantage. It's another uh this guy's on Facebook or Instagram business saying he a barber and he let people invest in his business and then like 3 months later he met this lady and she was like real legit a nurse and everything and she gave this man $5,000 of her own money. 3 months later he called her like meet me up here at the bank and he had a check name on it that said for like $15,000 or something. She go in the bank, next thing you know the police surrounded her. It's a fraudulent check. And so he really had a bank account, but he's frauding checks. And so, like I said, it's people that have access to this that shouldn't have access to it because they just manipulating it and it's taken from other people and it's causing other people to have disruption in their lives.
Yeah, the lady, go back to the story with the lady who was teaching people how to quote unquote get free food stamps, where they were actually come to find out that she is a convicted felon for fraud. That she has a record of stealing from people. And her whole mindset, how she was doing these people, was so sad because a lady came out. Now, the lady herself, she said, I admitted that I was wrong for trying to get more food stamps. And when she paid the $27 and she went on her food stamp day, I guess that's what you call it. And she had like $600, I think she said, worth of food stamps on her card. She goes in the store and spends, I think she said like half of that or something. And there was nothing on her card. There was absolutely nothing on her card. She had nothing. It was completely and totally wiped out. And she was trying to figure out what happened. And when she called, apparently they had a record showing that she actually used all those funds. And she said she didn't. She hadn't. So what do you do when people in those situations that knowingly commit a crime because they trying to come up off one? Do you Is it just being naive, or do you just feel like they don't care? What do you do in that situation? Like, how do you handle that?
That's where you have to hire a private investigator. And it's sad because, like I was telling you, Fanny, the same people that commit these crimes be the same people that have access to the same stuff. The person who stole them food stamps probably get $300-400 food stamps themselves. How do you think they know how to manipulate the system? You know, and so it's just like, man, I think they need to start doing background checks better before they even, because people have to actually be into it to learn how to fraud it. You can't learn how to rob a bank if you don't know how to, if you ain't never worked at one account. This lady, these people, most of all, they start out having their own accounts and they learn how to manipulate their account. And so then they start to do it with other people's accounts. And so it's like, yo, these folks need to start getting background checks before they have access to certain things.
I was just I was just stunned by the mere fact that this lady had the capability of knowing what the website even was. Like, how did you even know that? 'Cause I don't think people
There's
who
something
get
called the dark
stamps
web.
even know the website.
There's something called the dark web in the black market. And on the dark web, that's what certain things for. Like you can find hitmen on there, anything that you illegal, anything that basically that you see on TV that you think you can never get a hold to, or it's gore sites. Like if you want to just see people getting their lives taken away, like the dark web is like a real thing. And so for the most part, people really use the dark web to accumulate credit card numbers or people IDs or such, things in that such nature. But you have to pay like monthly for this dark web. And so, yeah, they can. That was a dark web created thing, and that's a dangerous thing too. And if y'all don't know anything about the dark web, I suggest y'all do y'all research on the dark web. And that's how a lot of these things come about.
Well, I would like to share another story with you guys, and that's going to be it for the story telling before we get to the meat and potatoes of this live. This is also something that I found on Instagram for all you married folks.
We're gonna do this story.
Are you married
We're
folks?
gonna we're gonna do this story and then we're gonna close out. We'll do our hour 30-minute live tomorrow during the daylight time.
Okay, let me turn over to this story right here. If they got proof, if they got that phone, if they got that video, them pictures of you being somewhere, doing something you ain't got no business, you can be arrested in 2026. Now, I heard this. I got to do a little bit more research on it. Have y'all heard of bank cheating should be a crime? A bigger punishment for husband or wife. Y'all leave in the comments, tell me what y'all think about this. I honestly feel like if you're not ready to get married, don't get married, but I'm not sure about the whole jail. Have y'all heard that starting in 2026, once you get married and sign them papers, if you get caught cheating, you going to jail. That is illegal. You can go to jail. That's insane to me. That's when I saw the story
It's
and I
not
was reading a comment.
not insane.
Go ahead.
No, I want to hear what you got to say
What
real quick. I want to hear what you got to say.
what I know there are certain states that they have alienation of affection laws. And if you don't know what that means that when you are married and your husband or your wife steps out and cheats on you, you can sue the opposing party for alienation of affection, which is you're interfering in that marriage and cause the demise of that marriage. I totally agree with that part. I do. I feel like there should be repercussions for outsiders interfering in your marriage, and your spouse should be held accountable as well. I totally agree with that. Do I agree you should be taken to prison for it? Do I think you should be going to jail for something like that? Because if you think about it, if everybody that's married that's cheated, it's like, do you know how filled our prisons would be? You know what I'm saying? I mean, Data Search says I haven't heard that, but Trump should be go first. Exactly. I was raised, you only as good as your leader, and mm, I'm gonna leave that one alone. It's just like mm, he ain't faithful to nothing. But I'm, I don't know about I don't know about going to jail. I don't.
Yo, a lot of people they think logic. They think, oh, somebody cheated, so what? Why take them in jail? It's not a crime, right? So think about it in this aspect, right? Some people look at things from, they might get a physiologist involved or a shrink involved, right? They might get all these scientists involved, just like five different groups of people get involved. What do you think about this concept? The shrink is gonna ask you what's the most strongest part of a human being, and we all know it's our brain, right? Our mental, right? Our chain of thought, the way we can think, the way we can, our brain can send a signal to our body, and our body do it. And so the mental strongest thing we have. And we know that once you get involved in a relationship, that mentality grows. You are now more protective. So that mental grows, your love grows. With that being said, um, that's that's like taking somebody who's not all the way there, putting them in a room full of people who's there. Um, once you become cheated on or something in that such nature, do you know how quick that can lead to a demise? Do you
Mhm.
know how many fatalities that we've had in this country due to marriage that didn't go right, whether it was divorce or whether it was a demise?
That
75% this
hap-
year alone.
but that happens also in just dating relationships, committed relationships, engagement. It don't always happen just because you marry either.
Let me explain it to you. When somebody has that mentality to make that decision to say, "Yo, we locked in forever," that's
Hmm.
more than that's more than a relationship where it's two people dating. That's way stronger than that. You got different levels of this. And once
Hmm.
your mind is trained enough to say, "Yo, I want to be with this person for the rest of my life," do you know that part what that person will do to another human being over you versus just meeting a girl and say, "Yo, this is my girlfriend. I met her 2 weeks ago." If I see a dude with her, I'm gonna turn around and laugh at them. But if I made a commitment to you that we're gonna be with each other forever, and I turn around and see you walking with somebody, somebody's not gonna walk out that group too safe. And it probably gonna be me. But you have to think about that's why I say them it's the mentality. It's not the affection. So it's not about how many that happen in relationships, etc. It's more common with people that's married. Once you say you married, you gave your people that's it.
I agree with that one
Major.
thousand percent.
When you got
But
when
at
you
the
got
same
when
time,
you got a law
that
in,
just
when you got a law in place that says, yo, once you cheated, we can lock you up. Do you know how many deaths that will prevent? Ain't nobody got time to get no revenge. You locked up in there, this person out here. By the
but
time you get out,
the
go ahead.
point that I'm making is that happens before even marriages take place. What about the record number of people we've seen or heard about being unalive and they're not even married? They've been with this person 2 years. They've been with this person 5 years. They've been with this person 10 years. And
No,
they
no.
are legally, wait a minute, they're not married, but because somebody stepped outside of that relationship, that other party lost their life.
You remember our last live when I was telling you about the young man that drunk the liquid, and what I say, yo, we have to make decisions for ourselves. And so it's like this, right? It's a you decided you're gonna be a teacher for a student. You can't get involved with that student. You know that that's gonna land you in jail. So it's like if you feel like that law is not good, why commit to a relationship to where you know that this might be a possibility or this might happen?
What my take on it, just like I said, there are laws in a few states. I think it's 10. I know it's not all 50 states where they call alienation of affection laws. And basically that law is stating that if you cheat and your spouse finds out that you're cheating, sh- he or she can come in and sue you and the third person who interfered in that marriage. there needs to be a consequence. That's what I'm saying, because I feel like I made a commitment to this man. This man cheats on me, and he's treating the other woman as if she's his wife. I don't know anything about it. I find out, and my only legal recourse is to hit her pockets and his too, versus me going out here laying hands, causing property damage, or unaliving somebody. Because let's be honest, if you take things from people, because I know of a situation of a celebrity that this happened to, and she talked in great detail about how it almost destroyed her career and how it almost destroyed her financially. And it was just like, it has to be a consequence, because nowadays I don't know if it's just in America or if it's just worldwide in general. People don't take relationships serious. They definitely don't take marriage serious. And it's just so sad and unfortunate that our government is not only trying to get in our bedrooms, boardrooms, but it's just like a control thing to me. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, when are the lines stop going to be blurred? When are we going to take responsibility for our own actions, and not, like you said in the previous segment, when are we going to start taking accountability for our own actions? Like when? Because everybody knows, as a mature adult, and the key word is mature adult, then when you make a commit with somebody, be honest with them. Never play with somebody's heart or their emotions, because when you do that, you are walking on very dangerous grounds, in my opinion. You can't play with people's hearts like that. I would never be in a committed relationship with somebody and be like, oh, I got dude over here. No, that's dangerous. You playing with somebody's heart, you playing with somebody's emotions that's invested in you and that relationship. So why do it? Because I would rather for you to be honest and be like, hey, I really like you, I love you, but I don't really I want to see other people. Don't take that option from me. Give me the opportunity to say, yeah, I'm with it. I'm with that. And versus, nah, I ain't never doing that because I'm not into sharing. Don't take that opportunity from me. Because if I find out, mm,
All
it's
right, yo,
it's like,
listen, we had a great one today. Fanny, I really appreciate you. We got a great time limit on here, and so we're gonna exceed that time limit now. And I want to
yes.
say to everyone who came by for the full hour, we really thank you. We're gonna be doing an hour, 30-minute podcast tomorrow, possibly 2 hours if possible. We're gonna run these watch hours up. Love y'all so much, man. Remember, wake up, say a prayer before you do anything or say anything to anybody. And I know the great Fanny, the beautiful Fanny, have some great words for everybody that's happening before we get up out of here.
Thank you once again for everybody who joined us tonight. We really appreciate you being here. Shout out to the Replay Gang and the Cloud Watchers. And thank you to Miss Senorita, who graced the platform tonight, that gave her insight as well. Thank you once again, TSM, for giving great commentary and great feedback and your opinions. Thank you, Helen, Data Search, Uncle Bill, and anybody else who joined the chat tonight. We really appreciate each and every one of you being here. And God bless you all. And you have a great night.